There's nothing wrong with minorities. They're fabulous. 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 Fabulous.
So what? Usually I don't comment on the day-to-day, shenanigans and fuckery that goes on in the world. Who fucking who did what to who said what. You know what I mean? Only because you get caught up in the soap opera of other people and shit, and you don't concentrate on your shit. You know what I mean? In order to really get someplace in life, you got to concentrate on yours. You got to see the bigger picture of yours. You got to always think, how does this relate to me? So when this whole Donald Sterling Clipper thing came up, I got a lot of emails. A lot of my partners called me up, asked me, what do I think, and you know what I mean, things like that. And of course, I'm gonna break it down to you in a money way, because I don't give a fuck whether the dude like black people, fucking black Chinese girls or whatever. I mean, that shit is immaterial. The thing you need to get out of this situation is two important angles. First, for a lot of you max pimps, hustlers, whatever, is the woman that he was tricking with decided that she was gonna drop dime on him. This story, this Samson and Delilah shit has been here since the Bible. Now, what most weak-minded men will say is, this woman she conned him, she's cunning, she's this. Well, if that was the case, motherfucker, why would you even sleep with her? Why would you break bread with her? Why would you share so much information with her in order for her to have something to come back and fuck you up with? You understand what I'm saying? It's two parties in this game, man, and I never like how most cats are always trying to put women and saying women conned them when the man believes that he can con the woman. You know what I'm saying? The thief got out-thiefed, outsmarted by another thief, but I don't even think the person was a thief. I just think that motherfuckers, when you cross some people, then you're gonna pay for it. Now, in this situation, they like to call it a woman scorned. She doesn't have to be scorned. Women have the same mentality we got, homie. You just don't believe they do. So you come to the point of where this tricking ass motherfucker believed that this woman, he could have these conversations with her. He in a powerful position. He confiding in her. This motherfucker getting taped on the phone. You know what I'm saying? People blackmailing him, having ships trying to... this shit go down, homie. Now, is it the powerful man's fault? Or is it the weak person's fault? You can't be both, homie. You can't be a strong man and then get conned and then say it was their fault for conning you. Because if that happens, homie, you the weak dude. So for this podcast, homie, it's really a big ass so what? You know what I'm saying? I was going to make it a teachable moment. I get tired of all that goddamn positive thinking garbage way of saying it's a teachable moment. Man, fuck them teachable moments. It is what it is. A snake in the grass, a snake in the grass, homie. So when somebody says, he don't like black people, who cares? I ain't gonna go march against the goddamn Clippers. That's like me marching against the goddamn Venezuelan soccer team. You don't think when you watch TV all over the place, all those British motherfuckers, every time I see European soccer, I know a majority of them motherfuckers are racist. You know what I'm saying? So all of a sudden it's a shock. He doesn't like, what do you think about that? He has black people and it's like plantation politics and people are people and people are people and we should have each other's back and we're part of the human race and let's all drink a Coca-Cola. Man, nobody got time for that dumb shit, man. Now, when you listening to the RNG, homie, I ain't in all that dumb shit. I don't give a fuck how many motherfuckers come out against what he said. You know what I'm saying? I don't know as a black man how you not walk around this country without the predisposition to think that majority of the white people you gonna run into might be racist. You know it, you just don't want to say it. I think that's that white Jesus in you. It's hard to say white people are racist when you believe in a white God, I guess. You know what I mean? But a snake is a snake, homie. I ain't shocked. I ain't sitting here saying, ooh, boo-hoo, let's go ahead and march. Man, them motherfuckers playing basketball, homie. Let's boycott the basketball. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a stand. Take a stand against what? Against some motherfucker's comments? He still own the team? Watch when this shit all shake out. They gonna say they kicked him out of the league or something. But he gonna leave the Clippers in the family. Watch him give it to his son or his son-in-law or something like that. And then they didn't lose the money, motherfucker. I love this shit. I love when it come up because it's much more of cats got to be able to think of a bigger position. You think they just gonna kick the motherfucker out and not have him with any way to make chips, or if he sell the team, He in Los Angeles. He with the the Clippers. He at the Staples Center. This is gonna be a $1 billion team. He lost his revenue source, but it's gonna be a $1 billion sale. You in Los Angeles. You in prime real estate. You got a good team. The chips are gonna flow on this. But he ain't gonna get rid of the cash cow. He ain't gonna do that. So when we look at these kind of comments, homie, I want you to know something. I want you to be able to pull out the meaning of this shit instead of the bullshit that everyone else over here singing "We Shall Overcome" and another Negro spiritual coming. We shouldn't have this kind of stuff in the league. Man, motherfucker, you can't stop a motherfucker from hating you. It ain't no amount of money gonna stop a motherfucker from not liking you. You know what I'm saying? And you know that since you were 7 years old. So stop with all this, we're all together. Let me explain game to you real quick. Because this is a bigger picture shit again when this kind of shit come up. Remember when Mike Vick, was fighting dogs and they kicked him out of the NFL or whatever? They kicked him out of the NFL not because they gave a fuck about dogs. They kicked him out of the NFL because his actions were fucking up the brand of the NFL. Now, if anything happened to Donald Sterling, it's going to be because he's fucking up the brand of the NBA. In other words, his actions fucked up the bigger chips. They can give a fuck about you, black man. This ain't no goddamn you said something against blacks. Don't say that motherfucker been racist. Everybody in Los Angeles know that motherfucker been racist since 88. You know what I'm saying? This motherfucker been the same way since then. But you see, it didn't affect the big NBA. So now, since this dumb motherfucker said something that could be broadcast and lots of people can hear it, now all of a sudden it's a "we shall overcome" moment. The NBA wasn't trying to root his ass out when he had some lawsuits against being racist against blacks and Mexicans. You know what I'm saying? Nobody was saying that. Now, since he caught on tape. So in other words, like I tell people all the time, the average white person you meet, he may not be racist, but he knows someone who is. And if you multiply that by the number of white people that walk down the street, that's like 50%. Now, some motherfuckers would know it's more than 50%. So most white people know, hey, I know somebody racist if they aren't racist themselves. And they gonna say, hey, well, you know what, as long as you don't say it out loud. That's this key motherfucker's mistake. He said it out loud. He didn't even say it out loud. He got duped, not really duped. He just underestimated the woman. He thought that he can just fuck her and tell her everything, and she was so stupid and so happy to be next to him that this motherfucker broke bread, told the real shit of what he was thinking, confided in the wrong woman, thought that she wasn't gonna do nothing about it when this motherfucker tried to cut her off from the chip chase, man, from the game. You understand what I'm saying? Try to ruin her name. You know what I'm saying? She want to go stand next to Magic. He over there saying, hey, I don't care if you fuck him. Like, see, this motherfucker getting jealous and all kind of shit. But in the end, young homie, see, that's all that soap opera shit. In the end, the true nature of this game is that this motherfucker ruined the NBA name. You got 80%, 90% brothers running up and down them court. They making money off of black people like no tomorrow. And this motherfucker come out and say the one thing against black people that's going to make all the black people pissed off. So all the black people, oh shit, if he said that, all the people we pay, all the blacks we making money off of can say one day we just gonna stop working. And then we gonna fuck up the whole NBA. So if all the black people said, hey, let's stop working tomorrow, then the NBA shut the fuck down. It ain't enough white people, Europeans, Freddie Guerreros in this motherfucker to do something, to play a goddamn basketball game on TV. And they know that. And this is big money, homie. All them commercials, all those Chevy commercials, everything that's outside, all the concession stands, all the peanuts. This is a big ass machine that they call the NBA, homie. And he went against the main thing that supports the whole thing. A dumbass black man believing that he's in charge of himself by playing basketball and getting to live out his dream instead of owning shit. And I ain't against all the brothers. I just mean in the sense that the evolution of money is to own yourself and you own your shit, not to always be part of somebody else's shit. That's the evolution of your thinking, of someone who's trying to do for self. Yeah, I was a sucker before. I ain't a sucker for long. So when I hear this shit about, and what do you think's gonna happen? I don't know, motherfucker. What do you think's gonna happen with Nene on the goddamn Atlanta Housewives? I don't know, motherfucker. You know what I mean? What the fuck I care? He ain't fucking with my chips. He ain't fucking with me. I ain't walking down the street and that motherfucker stopped me. I light that motherfucker up. I'm very confident that's why he didn't show up at the Oakland game today. He would get lit the fuck up. He would have a hard time walking down the street. So he's just gonna stay away from the game. He know that it's a real threat. Welcome to the West, motherfucker. We ain't gonna sit here and let a dumb motherfucker walk down the street. You're gonna get lit the fuck up. So he knows that. It's for his own safety that motherfucker disappear. He ain't gonna never be on the streets with no black people again. That motherfucker ducking and hiding. This ain't George Zimmerman. On the West, we handle things a lot different, motherfucker. We ain't gonna sit here and wait for a little black kid to die to get mad. So he ain't gonna be on the street no time soon. You understand what I'm saying? That motherfucker gonna disappear to Seattle or, you know what I mean, or Montana or Fargo. That motherfucker gonna disappear for a while. And then all the people who got offended gonna say, yeah, but that was a hell of a Clipper game. Cause your dumb ass don't even care about what happens to yourself and black people. You only care that it was on TV. This motherfucker, there's plenty of racist people around. What are you gonna do about them? Are you gonna boycott them? Or are you gonna wait for some girl, some woman for him to slip up, be an undisciplined dude, and for him to slip up, and then for you to get mad? Man, who gives a fuck, man? You know what I'm saying? I mean, this is just dumb. I don't mean that the shit ain't going down, ain't relevant. It's watching TV. Motherfucker gonna put something, ooh, let's see what the drama is. Then motherfucker, let's turn to court TV and let's watch the arraignment. OJ done killed a white girl. Let's see if we can watch that shit on TV. And like a drama. Real shit going down, young partner, and you over here watching this shit like a drama. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong, man. It's because your mind state is so off that your motherfucker can call you the goddamn N-word in your face and you waiting for Jesse Jackson instead of you doing something. You ain't gonna do shit. Hey, man, I was listening to talk radio and a whole bunch of motherfuckers who ain't gonna do shit was talking about it and how they feel, and then they gonna go tell, hey, white man, go tell the other white man to get out of the white league that y'all own. That's what you telling, you inferior, non-having property, none-money-making motherfucker. You over here telling another man how to run his plantation. He should get you off the plantation because the black, you ain't gonna do shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna call on the same Negro leaders you called on since 66, motherfucker. Jesse, will you please come out here and say something? And then we're gonna have a National Day of Atonement, and we're gonna hold hands, and we're gonna pray for this thing, and we're gonna, man, you ain't gonna do shit. This is a big machine when we talking about this chip game, man, and I think motherfuckers don't understand. All he did was put a bruise and a black eye on the NBA. He ain't shutting that shit down. Black people still gonna be used, going running up and down the goddamn court, making $3 million when the same motherfucker making $300 million off your ass. You know what I'm saying? Every day you look at an NBA game, multiply how many motherfuckers are sitting in that seat. Know that they paid at least $40 for their ticket. Know that they got some popcorn. Know that they probably got a Coke. Multiply 30,000 by an average of maybe $80. And know that they got 41 games. And in the playoffs. And bonuses and merchandise. Man, this is a machine. Who gives a fuck about black people when the machine is running? Right? So what this dude did was one day slip up and tell people, hey, you know what I'm saying? Don't hang around. And he ain't doing nothing, young homie. You shouldn't be so goddamn surprised. He ain't doing nothing but telling you the motherfucking truth. He's trying to tell that girl the truth. Hey, look, I don't care if you take pictures with him. I don't really want you to you embarrassing me. Just don't hang around black people. I don't even want them in my stadium. I don't want them at my game. I don't want them around. He ain't saying nothing, motherfucker, the same way your boss don't invite your ass over. Your boss don't say nothing. He don't invite you over. The motherfucking white people when everybody else ain't saying, hey, black guy, want to go to lunch with? He ain't trying to break bread with you. See, you see this as a racist thing. I see it as the weight of money and motherfuckers not wanting to be associated with so kind of things, whether that be people, whether that be a personality, whether that be a culture, whether it be, you know what I'm saying? They don't want it around them. Because it does to them, it demeans their hustle. One day you'll make enough money where shit will demean your hustle and demean the way you carry yourself and the way you present yourself. If I was a strong man, strong black man, I'm telling you to get out here and do for self, and every day you see me walking around with crackheads. Every day you see me walking around with gangbangers. Every day you see me breaking bread with prostitutes. You're going to say, this motherfucker might be righteous, but what is he doing? Right? Because he over here breaking bread and doing it, and then say, well, he's still down. I ain't down, I'm up, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get up. I ain't down. You don't see on the rise and grind me doing gangbanging shit. I really come from a fucking bad neighborhood, but I ain't put the shit out here because I don't want to advertise it and make y'all, Freeman down. Man, Freeman making money, man. Shit. Freeman about this chip chase, homie. Freeman about doing for self. Freeman about bettering my family. Freeman about bettering my people. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't bringing nothing negative. And to that dude, maybe black people are negative. I ain't mad at him. I can give a fuck, man. For somebody black to wake up and say, oh man, he don't like us. Man, where the fuck you been? Where your mama been? Where your grandfather been? Where your great grandpappy been? 400, 500 years of this kind of shit, yo ass, well, oh shit, man, they don't like us. What do you think that? What did you do? Suck they dick in order for them to like you now? You gotta stop with this dumb shit. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's just stupid, man. Turn the channel, homie. Go watch National Geographic, man. Learn how a cheetah kill an antelope or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Stop worrying about, there's gonna be a ton of motherfuckers talking about, ooh, shit, ooh. Man, like a bunch of little kids. Don't let this stop what you came here to do, man. This shit is just something on TV, homie. You know what I'm saying? You got real shit to take care of. And you ain't gonna take care of their shit, so take care of your shit. Every once in a while, man, I like to watch something stupid on TV. Maybe South Park. But I ain't gonna get mad when this motherfucker say something. Let me tell you something very simple, man, so you can remember this shit for the rest of your life. If you were walking by a fence and the dog was growling and you backed away from that fence, that would be logical. That would be human. That would be normal. Right? Because you recognize the dog as a threat. Right? Naturally. It's a threat to you. And you want to get away from it. You want to stop agitating. When it comes to racial issues, it's basically the same thing. You know, these motherfuckers don't like you. You know they don't like you. They don't have to say it, motherfucker. Black people were born with this third eye, homie, and you deny it every day, but you were born with it to know when you feel that something is not right here. You know what I'm saying? And for them, it's going to say, no, something is not white here. You know what I'm saying? But it's something you know in your head. They don't have to say it. They don't have to verbalize it. When they were talking to Baron Davis on the thing, telling, oh yeah, you know, he was doing this, man, the motherfucker know he didn't like him. And he knew where it was coming from. It's just that Sterling was smart enough not to call him a goddamn N-word during that time. You know, I mean, we know where it's coming. Stop being shocked. Again, man, let me tell you from the top, this is about money, young partner. Stop believing that motherfucker's coming to help the gays. He's homophobic. Nobody don't give a fuck. You fucking with the bigger money, homie. Nobody don't give a fuck about no goddamn dog. Michael Vick fucking with the NFL big money. Nobody give a fuck about this motherfucker. He fucking with the NBA big money. You just happen to be the shit they using, black man, to say that this is, oh, we don't want that kind of, we don't want you to know that we think this, but we never say it. Oh, dumb motherfucker. You know this shit. You know what I'm saying? You know this shit when you walk down the street, motherfucker. Over here denying what you know to be the truth so you can get along with motherfuckers who don't like you. And like I told somebody before, I can always be construed as being racist. I ain't. If the Jews don't like the Germans, are they racist? As a black man, do I not have a right to say, hey, this group of people wronged us and I'm very aware of them and I don't trust them? Or you should trust everybody. I don't believe in your God. I don't go to that white Jesus church. I ain't trying to break bread with that shit. We got a real issue there. And we ain't gonna overcome. That motherfucker's dead. You know what I'm saying? So it's a thing of, don't let these oh shit, you know, I thought we were moving to a colorblind society. Man, them motherfuckers got the prism out. They can see every goddamn color of the rainbow, motherfucker. You the dumbass walking around with tint on your glasses. Rose-colored glasses acting like shit ain't what it is. See it for what it is. This is money. And if it wasn't about money, homie, I wouldn't talk to you. I just wanted to make sure that y'all knew this shit is money, young partner. This is what's going down. He wronged the woman. The woman got $1.8 million. The chips got cut off. She coming back to get this motherfucker. He gonna make him pay. She said that. Then he fucked up and put the NBA in a bind. This motherfucker come outside and say, we gotta verify that it's him. I mean, what the fuck we verifying? Is that motherfucker a ventriloquist? Is somebody over there talking to his same broad saying the same shit? We know it's him. He fucked up the NBA's money. Man, who gives a fuck? Stop looking on the ground, homie, and look up in the sky. It's big shit happening, partner, and you over here looking at goddamn whether some dumb white dude says something about black people. Fuck him, fuck his family. He ain't gonna be safe in L.A. He know that. You gotta listen and pay attention, man. This is money. Next time, partner.
Know that there's a culture.
What culture?
People